When you're trying to learn something and you start hearing the voices of doubt, you might be onto something. The voices aren't always yourself. I've realized that it gets a little more advanced than just saying, I am bad at this. So I've been running free training sessions for local schools around the area to try and support schools and promote Skybound. And you know what? I caught myself saying something I tell my own players off for. So I ran a session for a local school to support them and to promote Skybound volleyball. I ran one of the best sessions these players had ever done in their entire lives. Not even joking. It was really, really good. And then at the end, I was feeling really nervous. And I didn't bring up Skybound, and I started telling myself, these kids probably aren't interested in Skybound. This is something that I was feeling really vulnerable about. So I was just like, nah, it's okay. Thanks for coming, guys. I'll see you later. I didn't try and push Skybound because I just felt really self-conscious. I started feeling those voices of doubt. It wasn't just my own voice saying, hey, they aren't interested. It was, these players are probably not interested in Skybound, and they're probably busy. They probably need to go home. They've got other training to do. So I convinced myself out of advertising what I came there to advertise. Afterwards, I was talking to the coach, and they were like, dude, what happened? Why didn't you tell them about Skybound? And I said, oh, yeah, I really froze up in the moment. And this is what I said. I said, I'm a really good coach, but I'm not a good marketer. It wasn't until I got out to my motorbike that I was like, oh my God, I said that. I said what my players usually say. I teach everyone how to set middles, liberos, whatever. And this is what they say. They say, I'm a middle, I'm not a setter. And I tell them off, I say, hey, stop limiting yourself, come on, you can do better. And I caught myself saying that. Amazing. Now I feel a lot more grace for those players, because it is scary and those doubts did come. And they probably have those same thoughts. They say, I'm not a setter. Oh, these people probably think I'm really bad at setting. Once I realized I was having those thoughts, it was great. But it took me ages. I've been trying to be aware of these thoughts, and I was just like staring at the trees. I didn't even leave. I was like, what the hell am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why aren't I getting better? I was in a rut, and then I started to get excited. I said, holy moly, I've been trying to push myself to this discomfort phase so I can feel these thoughts that players feel. And it was incredible. It was a really mind-blowing experience for me to actually lose myself into a rut, feel those voices, and think, man, I'm not very good. People probably think I'm wasting their time. I'm probably an inconvenience to other people. Those were the thoughts I was feeling. It's a really good reflection of how I talk to myself in those times of doubt. And I think maybe a lot of players feel that way. The way we talk to ourselves is usually the way our parents talk to us or our coaches talk to us. So not only is that a good reflection of how I talk to myself, that's a good reflection of how I was talked to by the people who raised me. So a really incredible moment for me. It did take a while. I was literally just staring at the trees. But I finally got there. So it was a really interesting day. I think I waffled a bit here, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm trying to grow, and it feels like I'm growing because I'm getting those voices of self-doubt. I'm getting stronger right now. I can feel it, even just trying to talk about it. So incredible stuff. So thanks for listening. That's my reflection for the day. I'll see you later.